Hey, Olya.
Hello, Lee. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast today.
Thank
Lee, how are
you.
you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Welcome to Olya and Lee conversation again. So we bring the young talent lady Olya. So
Thank you.
I have some question for you today. I know you did a lot of sport. Yeah, you're into the body training and also healthy diet thing. So do you want to talk about the what kind of sport do you do? How do you train yourself?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for asking. I was waiting for this question for my entire life, to be honest. So, what sports do I play? Right now, basically, I play 2 times a week tennis, big tennis, and once a week I might play table tennis. Then after school or when I have time, I do my homemade cardio, or I do exercises for my back to improve my joints
Hmm.
condition, to improve my in general health, not to get rid of pains, yeah, in my back. And
Hmm.
then I was just into bodybuilding before. Right now, I don't go to the gym, and I don't really raise heavy weights because it impacts badly on my health overall. Because I have a back pain after it, so bad back pain. So I decided to get rid of that for my better option and start to play other sports, because I think bodybuilding it's good, it's better than nothing. But in general, when you run, for example, you improve your health even more than that.
That's right.
So basic, yes. So right now I also started swimming. We have a swimming pool here in our city. So I really like swimming right now. I think swimming is the best sports for your health. One of the best sports.
It's very balanced, yeah, because it's a whole body exercise. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whole body exercises, tennis arms, for example, swimming. It is my shoulders, my chest, my back, and also cardio. It's basically my legs, yeah, and also back, can be stomach, can be arms, whatever. Yeah, I try to make exercises for the whole body, not focus on one group of muscles. It's even better.
Yeah. So, what is your principle or philosophy when you do your training? Like, what is your what? How do you follow? Because you are very disciplined, yeah. When you do those training, yeah.
Yeah, it requires discipline, to be honest, especially in summer it's easier. In winter it's harder because you have, for example, dark evenings, you have a very cold weather. Sometimes you don't want to go to swimming pool, you don't want to go to play tennis because you don't have any transport to get to there. But yeah, it's all about discipline, and it's all about forcing yourself because good body isn't building from nothing. Good body
Hmm.
builds from your actions that you repeat on a daily basis. So basically, if I train once a week, I wouldn't have many results. But if I train 3 times, 4 times a week, then I have results. It's it's very visible results. Okay,
That's
so
right.
basically, yeah, how I follow it. Uh, in general, you have to push yourself if you don't have motivation. But most of the time, right now, I'm making my vlog. So I'm also recording some documentaries from my sport
Mm,
activities.
yes.
So I try to do sports. I should do sports, and I also make a content. So basically, I combine those two things right now.
Yeah, we'll post the link of your channel on the button later. So if you are interested, please check Olia's channel. Um, so I have a question for you. So when you swim, actually, like I I couldn't swim. I actually I tried to learn, and I didn't make it. So the question for you is, when you swim, do you have to imagine you are like a fish or something? Like, how do you?
Like a fish. Um, Well, I don't think fish swims like that on the water. They swim like this. But, but
Like
yeah,
yes.
sometimes I imagine like I'm a salmon
Oh,
or whatever, or mackerel. If your question is about it. But yeah, no, in general, how I learned how to swim.
mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, I couldn't swim. I was very scared of the water. I was very scared to drown.
Mm-hmm.
But through experience, through my desire of wanting swim, I really
That's
want to
right.
swim. I went to Italia to swim in the sea, and I had to overcome the fear of jumping from a height, because right now in the swimming pool I jump from the height, and also how I did do it. It's basically because I think it's not scary anymore. Because in Italy, I had to jump to the sea, yeah, to the
Mm,
Adriatic Sea from the height. So basically, I overcame that fear, and it doesn't bother me anymore. I can jump even from a higher place. Just it requires a little bit of pushing, yeah, or forcing. But
mm,
in general, yeah, swimming is a great skill that you can learn. It's a bit hard, but through experience you learn. And also, I was racing with my dad, and I beat him, on our race. So, but my dad is very athletic. He is very
oh
into
yeah. Yes, yes, I can see. Yes, yeah.
yes, you could
Mm,
see. Yes,
yeah.
he was sport. Uh, and now I go with him
Mm-hmm.
once or maybe sometimes twice a week, depends on our abilities right now.
Mm.
But yeah, it's how it is. Do you also like swimming? Have you swum
I did in my dream.
in
I
your dream?
sometimes I do pretty well in my dream, but no, not in the real life. I do enjoy watching people from the swimming pool, yes. But
Why
not
you don't swim?
now. Especially now, I think I couldn't do it. Like I'm like a rock. I just sink. I don't float. Yeah, like if you threw me there, I just sink. Like, um, I think this is a body structure and maybe some kind of psychological issue. Maybe I was traumatized when I was a child. Uh, like every time I was like
Everybody was traumatized.
drinking water, like yeah, but it's okay. I think this. I still think it's a very good sport, and it's practical, because being able to swim is you can deal with many situations. Yeah, like tsunami. No, maybe not tsunami, but you know,
Like having someone who is drawing, yeah.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say you also do other sport, then you are doing workout, yeah? You go to the gym often. So you have a schedule for that?
But yeah, basically for my health reasons, I stopped going to the gym, unfortunately, by now. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed bodybuilding, I can say. I enjoyed building my own body, enjoy doing exercises, but later in summer, everything was completely good. I could train for 2 hours in general. Sometimes I trained for 3 hours. So I spent around 9 hours at the gym. And to be honest, um, I would better not exercise at all, because bodybuilding it's a very good lifestyle. I can say it gives you energy, it gives you motivation. That's true. But you have to understand that bodybuilding, you build your body, so you raise heavy weight. It means it can affect on your muscles. You will have muscle hurting. You will have back pain if you are not experienced, as I was when I started my journey. That's why when I, for example, want to wash my hair, I wash it and then I do this, and I feel the cruel pain. It's very painful. So I don't recommend anybody to experience this. You still can exercise, but better do it with coach.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, when I was more or less fine before, when I didn't mention any problems while doing sports at the gym. I had a schedule. I used to go 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week. Yeah, I could even go 5 times in the summer. It was, yeah, so much sport. But I don't know. Maybe this summer I would better train in nature than going to the gym. Yeah, like buy some
Absolutely.
equipment, yeah, and go in the morning. For example, in the morning we have a lake here. I go to swim, then I come
Yes.
home, have a breakfast, then I run, for example, then I jump this that, then I go to play tennis. It's definitely better than raising dumbbells, yeah, with your arms. That's what I
Yeah.
realized. Yeah, for everybody, its own sport. You don't have to judge anybody. If someone likes, for example, activities like meditation or activities like yoga, it's completely okay. I think each sport is good for you. Almost each sport.
Yeah, what is happening here is like that we have a lot of fitness club here, yeah. So
Hmm.
you join the membership, and most of people are very enthusiastic in the very beginning. So they join, and I need to train every day. I'm going to go. I'm going to build a nice body, and then after a month, they stop coming because
They disappear. Yeah, that's a very common problem. I know.
yes.
Uh, Also in our gym, but I understood it from the beginning that I liked it. I liked the gym, not because I liked going there, but because I wanted to have a good body. So I knew how I wanna look, and I knew it's for future me, for me right now, yeah.
Hmm.
And I just realized that if I do this once a week, I wouldn't get any results. If I do this twice a week, maybe. If I do 3 times, then yes. So I think the most important is to do it regularly. I realized you have to do it consistently. If you just decided to skip because you don't want, and then in or 2 months you just basically get give up with gym membership,
Hmm.
that's not gonna work, and it's not very good. It's not a habit of successful people, I can say. A habit of successful people is to make something consistently, like a habit. You have to make a habit to go to the gym. It can take 3 months, it can take 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, doesn't matter. But any cost, you have to make a habit to do it. You have to be disciplined enough
Yeah.
to push yourself.
Hmm.
Because to be
That's right.
honest, I didn't want to go to the gym after school in winter, hungry. So, and you have to push again, force, push. Uh, but it's the only one way to achieve something, okay? Because our bodies, our brains are so lazy nowadays, and there is no way to do it. Yeah, you have to overcome the fear, and you have to push yourself so hard. You don't have to think, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? I'm so scared. Doesn't matter. You have to push yourself toward what you want.
I think for yeah, there's a desire and there's a reason. Um, I think both. If you have a both, then you can continue doing something. Well, I used to play a lot of basketball, for example. It's fun to play, and I have friends there. We can play together. For me, it's the way to improve myself. Yeah. So if I have a new idea, I thought, how can I apply on basketball? So I went and I tried, yeah, and see how it goes. It can be a terrible idea. It can be good. So I tried. So it's like a way, like I couldn't just play basketball because I want to play basketball. I need to have a reason. I need to have some kind of desire to be able to do it. I think that, yeah, I think that is like if you lose it, for example, I used to have a lot of friends playing together. Now I don't have. I don't even. I don't even being able to find a court so
For free.
for free. And Toronto, where I live, is just hard to find it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I don't play basketball. Yeah. Otherwise, if I get a ball, I can play. It's very easy. Uh, So that also affect my situation doing sport. Um, so yeah, so the question is, since you do a lot, I mean, the sport and body health, like you also care about your healthy, your health. So how do you eat? How do you, have a good diet? Like how do you do it? Like I'm very interested to know.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you for this question. Diet. Diet is a very hard topic to discuss, to be honest, because everybody has different thoughts on it, and I also have a different thought. But my diet, it's a whole based diet most of the time, so it means you don't have to. I cannot eat so much ultra processed foods. Ultra processed foods, it's a fruit that been processed by our other companies. For example, you see a 100% dark chocolate. You can eat it. It's more or less healthy. But if you see, for example, milk chocolate or Milka or whatever, it's ultra processed chocolate with adding other things to it. It's not a good cacao or other things in it.
Mm,
It's a bad ingredients. Or for example, you can buy bread. Yeah, bread is also ultra processed food. You eat a bread every single day, and you also eat ultra processed food. So my philosophy is that you have to get rid of ultra processed foods as soon as possible. For example, this kind of chocolates, chips, also cookies, in general sweets, okay, like cakes, I don't know, yogurts especially, yeah, because they add so much sugar in it.
mm,
So I recommend you to get rid of sugar if you want to improve your health overall. I recommend you to get rid of ultra processed foods. That's my advice for you. And try to eat whole plant-based diet. It means, for
mhm,
example, you have to eat whole foods like eggs, meat, fish. For example, cottage cheese, cheese in general, it's a little bit processed, but still, it's fine. You can have leaves, I mean, vegetables and other things. That is a whole foods. It's healthy
mhm,
for you, very healthy. You have to understand what this product includes. For example, if you do not even know like what sweeteners they add or what ingredient they add, it's not a good food. You have to eat as less as possible. But my diet isn't perfect. I'm not saying I eat like a very good uh, nutritionist. I eat bread. I can eat bread with butter. That's fine, but not very often because you have to control in general your diet overall. But sometimes you can have a cheat meal. I think sometimes everybody has to have cheat meals. It depends on once a week, once a month. It depends on what cheat meal also. But yeah, I try to care so much about my food that I eat, and I try to pick healthier options. So
mhm,
I also try to consume as much protein, as much fats that I can, not so much carbs. It's also a very strange topic about them, if they are healthy or not healthy. I'm still not sure, looking into researches. So, but I think protein is good for you and fats are good for you. And you also have to eat carbs, of course. You have to eat balanced, okay? Eat balanced, whole foods, and then it actually will give you the result that you want. But be careful with this because if you, for example, are very skinny or you have an eating disorder or whatever, I don't recommend this diet. You have to consult with your doctor and you have to understand what diet you have to follow. That's my opinion
mm,
because I did a big mistake. I started my healthy journey, and then I got eating disorder. Eating disorder, it means I really restricted myself. I couldn't eat any cookie. I couldn't eat any, for example, I don't know, any dairy products. I restricted. I couldn't eat, in general, bread, for example, or buns and other things. It
mhm,
was not good for my body, and I actually got weight loss when I shouldn't. So it was my mistake. Mm, so basically, I recommend you to understand what conditions do you have right now, and by those conditions, by your health conditions, you have to build your diet. Because if you, for example, have ID, eating disorder again, you would better eat everything, not just restrict any foods. But if you want to improve your health overall, you have to get rid of ultra processed foods, of sugar, and of, if you can, as much of baked products like bread and buns and other things. It's also not very good. And of course of alcohol and cigarettes. That's first of all, yeah. Firstly, get rid of bad habits, and more sports into your life will be fine. Yeah.
Mm, yeah. I always find it's difficult to understand the idea because today we check all those, those are actually chemistry, yeah? Those are, how do you say? Um, those are very specific scientific term, like protein, like high. I don't know what it. How do you call it? There's a
Fat,
uh,
carbs.
caroline. Yeah, there's all kind of those terms you don't really see from the nature. Yeah, you don't you see a tree, you see a banana, but you don't see those analysis. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I found it's difficult to understand if I don't have this list, behind the package. Um, so I found it's hard to grasp the idea, uh, but I can understand being balanced. I can understand, like, okay, I should eat something without too much extra, products, yeah,
Mm.
ingredients, like, artificial ingredients. I understand that. So I think it's like a direction to. I mean, I don't do very well, but I think I
Orange
know.
juice, yeah.
Yes,
Cookies, yes, Leah,
yes.
I
I
know.
just finished. I just finished this delicious chocolate milk over there. I think it's a lot of sugar inside. Yeah, and
Maybe.
and
And it
the
spikes your insulin.
yes, the product in Canada is lots of artificial sugar. So yes, um, but again, this is a very good to know how to do it. At least you can try. Yeah, you can try and.
You can try a diet, but first you have to understand what this diet, what consequence it causes. Okay, that's very important, because I didn't understand, like, I didn't want to lose a weight, but
Mhm.
I lost a weight because I chose this diet. I chose a wrong diet. I shouldn't have restricted myself so much to be at hospital. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
an eating disorder.
That's
So
right.
right now everything is fine. Right now I eat sometimes bread with butter. I eat sometimes, not like very often. But yeah, don't restrict yourself so much. Okay, that's also very important, because you don't want to have ID later. That's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in general, eat food that you feel very good if you eat it. That gives you energy. For
Mm-hmm.
example, a very good option. I really like boiled eggs with avocado and cheese, and a bowl of salad, for example, and maybe a small slice of bread with butter. That's also very healthy options. But for example, you eat it and you have this slice of bread with butter, for example. It's not very bad, yeah, because you ate a whole grains food. So it's not very bad if you eat just bread, and basically just bread with butter. That's it. No greens, no veggies. It's not very good for you, for your gut. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, first you have to also take care of your gut, because 80% of our health is in our gut. So by healing your gut, you can solve 80% of your problems basically with your health overall. So yeah, it's important to take care of your gut, of your stomach
Mm-hmm.
in general, all this process. Because yeah, what you eat, it goes into your gut, it digests, and then you have, for example, some problems, or you feel good. It depends on what you eat. So yeah, take care of your diet, guys. I think it's very important. It's gonna save you from all diseases, diabetes, heart attacks, and other things.
Mm, yeah, that's very interesting. So next time, maybe you would like to share some story of how do you when you try this kind of different diet and the process. How did you try? And maybe we can talk about more next time. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I would really like to talk about it. Yes, of
Mm,
course. So, Leah, thank you so much for inviting me for this podcast.
yeah. Thank you very much, and thank you everybody for the watching. Please remember to subscribe and share. See you next time.
Yeah, see you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.